inhaling and taking the arms up and overhead. Good. You can interlace the fingers and press the palms so that they're reaching and pressing up towards the ceiling here. Good. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, release the hands and then interlace the hands behind the back, rolling the shoulder blades back and lifting the hands up and away from the buttocks. Good. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, release. Good. Roll the shoulders around here. So take some nice shoulder rolls, either backward or forward. We're going to do about 5 in each direction. And then change directions, take the shoulders the other way. Good. Release that. And then make your way over onto all fours, drawing the wrist underneath of the shoulders, knees underneath of your hips here. Lengthening through your spine, create lots of space here as we round through the spine on the exhale and come into a nice cat pose here. Good. And then nice breath in, coming back into that cow. Lengthen through the spine, tip the tailbone up, crown of the head reaches forward. And then exhale, press the floor away, rounding out through the spine, dropping the head and looking back. Good. 5 more at your own pace with your own breath. One more breath here. And then inhaling, coming back to a neutral spine, take the right foot, the right toes to the back side of your mat here, and then reaching the left fingertips forward here. So a nice little opposite limb extension here. You're going to find some length and extension. If you feel comfortable, you can lift that right heel up. Good. Hold it for 3 breaths. Again, zipping up the core. And if you want to take this a little bit further, you can always stay here, or you can reach the left hand back for the right ankle or the top of the right foot, and then press the foot back into the hand to create a little mini back bend and shoulder release here. Good. So just holding for 3 more breaths. And then coming back into that extension before you release it down here. Good. Start to take some circles around, 3 in each direction, as if you were trying to draw a circle on your mat with your navel. Good. And then change directions, circle it the other way. Coming back to the center, and then we'll do the exact same thing on the opposite side. So take the left toes back, extending the right fingertips forward. Nice long spine here. Zip up your abs. You can lift the foot if you like. Holding for 3. Pressing evenly through the right knee, left hand. And then reaching that right hand back towards the left ankle or the top of the left foot. Push the foot back into the hand. So it's like you're trying to kick your foot into your hand here. One more breath. Good. Come back into that extension and then release it down here. This time coming into some barrel rolls. So imagining that you have a barrel around your waist and you're trying to clean the inside of the barrel with your waist. Or you can imagine that you're skipping rope, so changing directions and kind of spiraling your torso the other way. Good. Bring it back to the center. Tuck the toes. Your first downward facing dog of the day. So keep the knees slightly bent here as you press your pelvis towards the back side of your mat and tip your pelvis up towards the ceiling here. Keep actively pressing the floor away. Hug those triceps in, squeeze that imaginary block in between your thighs here. One more breath. And then begin to pedal your feet back and forth here. Be aware of the sense of grounding between your hands and your feet. Notice the expansiveness of your breath. Good. Come back into stillness. 3 more breaths in your downward facing dog. Dropping your head, looking back. Active arms and legs here. Good. Inhale, look towards the top of your mat. Rise up onto the balls of your feet and begin to walk your feet up towards your hands, bending at your knees as you need to. Bring the hands to the shins. Halfway lift and lengthen through your spine. So you're drawing the crown of the head and the heart forward here. Bend your knees as you need to. And then exhale, fold. Grab opposite elbows here. You can bend the knees a little deeper if you like. Let the head and the arms hang nice and heavy. One more breath here. And then releasing the hands back to the shins. Bend your knees a little deeper and slowly roll it all the way up to standing. Inhale, take the arms up and overhead. Interlace your fingers, press the palms up towards the ceiling here. Take a deep breath in, dropping your ribs. Release the hands down behind your back here. Again, interlace them, draw the hands up and away from the back side of the body. We're going to come back into a forward fold here. So bend your knees, hinge forward at the waist, drop the head and the arms down here. And if you like, you can gently sway and tilt from side to side. So it's kind of like you're bending one knee, straightening the other as you shift from side to side. Creating space in the chest and in the shoulders. Good. Coming back to center, hold for one more breath. And as you inhale, bend your knees, release your hands from behind your back, sweep your arms forward, and come into a chair pose here. So you're sitting your tailbone back and down towards the back side of your mat. The arms can be either up, they can be forward, or you can take your hands to your heart, whichever feels the most comfortable for you. You get to decide. Good, we're holding for 2 more breaths here. Sitting that buttocks back, sitting in an imaginary chair. Tailbone pointing back and down towards the back side of your mat. 1 more breath. Good, deep inhale in, and then big breath out. Fold it forward here. Halfway lift, lengthen through the spine, and then breathing out, planting your hand, stepping it back into plank pose. You're going to stay nice and engaged here in your plank. So the pelvis is in line with the triceps. You're hugging those elbows in. We're holding for 2 more breaths here. Good, 1 more breath in and out. And then dropping the knees, squeeze the elbows in by the ribs, lower the chest down to the mat. Good, inhale, Cobra. Draw the shoulders and elbows back, lift through the kneecaps, press the tops of the thighs and the feet down. And then breathing out, release the head down, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Good, one more breath in and out. Good, on the next breath in, you can step the feet together if you like as the right heel rises up towards the ceiling. Keep the back knee and toe pointing down. As you breathe out, draw the knee into the chest, coming into tiger pose or plank pose here. Good, inhale, take the heel up. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest. One more time. Inhale, take it up. And then exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Keep the back heel up here for a crescent pose. So you're inhaling and taking the arms up. Interlace the fingers, press the palms up towards the ceiling. Lift that back kneecap up and away from the mat and push your heel towards the back side of the mat here. Good, with the palms facing forward, we're gonna hinge forward at the waist here. So not dropping the abdomen onto the thigh, but imagine that you're trying to push the wall in front of you away from you. So one nice long line from your heel all the way to the palms of the hands. One more breath. Keep scissoring those inner thighs together so both hip points are facing forward. Good, release that interlacing of the hands. Sweep the hands down and back towards your heels. So now your fingertips are facing backwards. Good, one more breath. Good, inhale, stand it back up. The fingertips reach up towards the ceiling. Circle the arms down, around, and back. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Roll the shoulder blades back, lift the hands up and away. We're coming into humble warrior here. So your torso comes to the inside of your right thigh. It's not resting on your thigh. And then the hands come up and over the head here. Try to keep your hip points facing forward so you're still scissoring your thighs together. Keep that engagement. Good. Inhale, rising back up. I know your legs are on fire. Press your knuckles down your back leg here and come into a little mini heart-freeing, chest-freeing posture here. So it's like you're lifting your heart up towards the ceiling. Good. One more breath in. And then release the hands. Inhale the arms up. Good. Exhale, circle the arms down to frame the front foot. Step it back into your plank pose here. Squeeze the elbows in, lower the knees, the chest and the chin. Squeeze them in nice and tight. Inhale, Cobra. Lift through the kneecaps. Press the tops of the thighs and the feet down. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Good. Inhale. Look towards the top of your mat. Step or walk your feet up to your hands. Big breath in. Come into that halfway lift. Lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees deeply. Push through your heels. Stand it all the way up. Interlace the fingers here. Lift the ceiling away as you press the palms up. Drop the ribs, zip up your core here. So you're lengthening here. You're in a nice neutral pose here, grounding down through the feet, lifting up through the hands. One more breath. Legs are active, arms are active. Exhale, release the hands behind the back. Interlace your fingers. Draw those shoulder blades back. Lift here. And then exhale, sit it back into your chair pose. We're holding for 3. Good, one more breath. Exhale, fold forward, keep the hands interlaced, dropping the head and the arms. Deep breath in and out. And on the next breath in, bend your knees deeply, release the hands, sweep the arms forward and up, come into chair for 5 breaths. Be aware of the sensations in the body and notice the difference between the right half of the body and the left. What's going on in the mind? Are you able to refocus the awareness on the breath? Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, planting the hands. Step it back into your plank. Good, nice core engagement here. Hug the elbows and the triceps in, spread the fingers, draw the shoulders over top of the wrist, and push through the balls of your heels. One more breath. Drop the knees. Elbows graze against the ribs as you slowly lower it down, nice and controlled. Inhale, Cobra. Squeeze the elbows and the shoulders in and back. Exhale, release it down. Downward facing dog, 3 breaths. Keep that imaginary block squeezing in between your thighs. Lengthen the spine here. So keep actively pushing the floor away and lifting your pelvis. On the next breath in, you can step the feet together. Take that left heel up towards the ceiling. Keep the back knee and toe so they point down. Exhale, draw the knee into the chest. Tiger pose as you come into a plank. Inhale, take the heel up. Exhale, draw the knee in. Last time, inhale, take it up. Exhale, draw the knee in, step the foot in between the hands. You're coming into that crescent pose. Sweep the arms up. Scissor the inner thighs together. Interlace the fingers. Press the palms away. Drop your ribs here. Zip up your core. And again, it's kind of like you're squeezing that block in between your thighs. Keep lifting through your kneecap, pushing the heel to the back side of your mat. Exhale, come into that hinge forward at the waist. Keep pushing your heel back, pressing the palms forward, one long line. Keep the legs engaged. Good, one more breath here. Slowly rising back up here. Release the hands behind the back. Roll the shoulder blades back. Lift the heart here. Coming into that humble warrior, the torso comes to the inside of the thigh. Try to keep the legs engaged here with the hip points facing forward. Keep lifting through that back kneecap, pressing the heel back to keep your balance. Slowly rising up, push evenly through both feet, slide the knuckles down towards the heel, lift the heart here. Little mini back bend, freeing up space for the breath. Good, one more breath here. Release the hands. Inhale, sweep the arms up here. You're doing fantastic. Then that exhale, the hands come down, frame your front foot. Step it back into your plank. Good, we're holding for 3. Squeeze the elbows in nice and tight, drop the knees. Lower it down, nice and slow. Inhale. And exhale. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Drop the knees, child's pose, hips to heels. Take the hands back towards the feet, release the forehead down. Use a block underneath of the forehead if you need to, and just allow the shoulders to drop here. And with the third eye connected here, again, just a little mini check-in. What's the quality of your breath? How does the body feel? Where is the mind focused? And how are you feeling? Good. On the next breath in, take the hands a little forward. Extend the arms out in front of you, and then start to walk the hands off to the right side of the mat, locking down the left hand with the right. Push both of your hips back towards the rear of your mat, extending and lengthening through the left side of the body. Good. Inhale, look forward. Start to walk the hands back to the center, and now off to the left side of the mat, locking down the right hand with the left. Push the right hip back towards the back side of your mat. 5 breaths. Good. Inhale, look forward, walk the hands back to the center here. We're going to come and spin around onto your back, and then finding your most comfortable resting posture, whether that's Shavasana, lying on your back. You can come to lie on your side if you like, or you can always flip over onto your front and lie on the front in Pranamasana or Advasana, reverse Shavasana. It's totally up to you. Just taking 5 more breaths. And whenever you feel ready, beginning to wiggle the fingers and the toes, circling the wrists and the ankles, and stretching the arms and the legs.
If you're on your back, just rolling onto your side. If you're on your front, just pushing yourself back into child's pose. And if you're on your side, using your arms for support and pressing yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Taking a deep breath in and out. Pressing the palms together in front of the heart in Anjali Mudra. Giving gratitude, blessings, and thanks for this practice, this day, and this life. This practice of yoga is complete. Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you again next time.